Careful. The ice is hot. Hello, my lovely monsters. I am Fasa the Silver Chimera, and I've returned with a hot new build for the Prismatic Warlock. Freeze entire rooms and rain down burning vengeance. Let's get to it. Part 1. The weapon. We're using the good old Sunshot. This exotic hand cannon comes with the perk Sunburn. This weapon fires explosive rounds and highlights targets that take damage from Sunshot. Pretty simple, right? It has explosive rounds built in. The second perk on this weapon is Sun Blast. Targets defeated with Sunshot explode in solar energy, scorching other nearby targets. Scorch is always nice because if you play your cards right, you can get ignitions. Plus, it's good dot damage. Part 2. The armor. We're wearing the exotic Osmiomancy gloves. These comes with the perk Fervid Cold Snap. Your Cold Snap grenades have an additional charge that recharge quicker on direct impact. The Seeker spawn from Cold Snap grenades travel further. These are Warlock Classic, and who doesn't like having 2 grenades, am I right? Part 3. Class and mods. We're on the Prismatic subclass, and for our super, we want the new Song of Flame because it's badass and potent. For the class ability, you can either have Phoenix Dive for a shorter cooldown, or the Healing Rip for more consistent option for healing. For the melee, go with Incinerator Snap for more scorching. For the grenade, we want the Cold Snap to synergize with our exotic gloves. As for our aspects, first up is Bleak Watcher. Hold the grenade button down to convert your grenade to a stasis turret that fires slowing projectiles at nearby targets. We can have 2 turrets up at a time thanks to our exotic gloves. For the second aspect, we have Hellion. Activate your class ability to summon a solar mortar that lobs framing projectiles at distant targets. Targets damaged by the mortar are scorched. This is the new solar aspect, and it's a powerful little guy. And when it's paired with the stasis turrets, you lock the bad guys in place and then drop bombs on their head. It's a great time. Moving to the fragments, first up is Facet of Purpose. Picking up an orb of power grants restoration based on the damage type of your quick super, -10 to recovery. Restoration is always great, and all we need is an orb. Next is Facet of Ruin. Increase the size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target, and increases the area of effect of solar ignitions, +10 to mobility. Due to our dual buddy system, we're going to shatter and ignite a lot, so let's crank them up a notch. Facet of Hope is next, and it says, while you have an elemental buff, your class ability regenerates more quickly. Hellion is tied to our class ability, and will have restoration or be radiant almost all the time. So this helps feed little fire guy so we get him back ASAP. The next aspect is Facet of Courage. Your arc, solar, and void abilities deal increased damage to targets afflicted with a darkness debuff, +10 to discipline. So the stasis turrets let the solar turrets do more damage. Neat. Next up is Facet of Justice. While transcendent, your ability final blows explode, +10 to intellect. Because this build uses light and dark in equal measure, you'll get transcendent fast, so why not add some more explosions to the mix? Finally, we have Facet of Awakening. Rapidly defeating targets with light or darkness damage or super final blows generate elemental pickup of the matching type, +10 to resilience. This will help us generate fire sprites, which will give us grenade energy. Moving to our artifact mods, the main few we want are Elemental Siphon for more fire sprites, Radiant Orbs for an easy way to get radiant, Shield Crush for increased recharge rate on our grenades when we're radiant, and finally Transference to buff our abilities while we're transcendent. And don't forget, as always, use whatever mods fit your playstyle or the content you're running. For our armor mods, on the head we want Solar Siphon for orb generation and Dynamo for more super energy. On the arms, Impact Induction for grenade energy, and Bolstering Detonation for class ability energy on grenade damage. And I believe the stasis turret counts. If not, please correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it does. On the chest, 2 charged up mods for more armor charges. On the legs, Elemental Charge, that way fire sprites can give us armor charges, Recuperation for health on an orb pickup, and Insulation for class ability energy on orb pickup. Finally, on the class item, Utility Kickstart for more class ability energy, and 2 powerful attraction mods to slurp up orbs from a distance. With all these pieces combined, you get a build that feels unstoppable. Stasis turrets pin enemies down, and Hellion causes Scorch and Ignite. Mix that with Sunshot making fire sprites and orbs to cycle your abilities. It's amazing. It's fun, fierce, and effective. But now we need to talk about the most important part of any Destiny build. Part 4, the fashion. So this is the outfit I came up with, and as always, I kind of dig it. I wanted to match the fire and ice theme, so I used the Solstice armor with the solar glow and the cracks to represent the fire. Then I used the aphotic lamellar. I'm terrible at these names. I used this chest to represent the ice because it kind of reminded me of the way that snow can kind of form flowing patterns sometimes. Then I used the Cirrus Whisper shader to color everything with blue and light gold bronze kind of color. And it gives the robes this wavy orange effect, kind of like lava under the ice. I think it's regal and daring, yet synergistic. Kind of like the build if you think about it. Henceforth, this build will be known as Cold Burn, because you're serving up a buffet of destruction. Slow, freeze, shatter, scorch, and ignite. The bad guys can have whatever flavor they want, as long as it's death. So, that's the build. Tell me what you think. Do you like the parts? Do you like the outfit? Are there any changes you'd make? Tell me in the comment section below. If you don't know what to say, how about Frozen Flame? That seems appropriate, right? If you want more of my builds, I have a playlist right here, so don't be afraid to check that out. And if you're a fan of Destiny's lore, I have a playlist of lore readings right here. So check that out too if you want. I gotta go work on more stuff. If you could do me a favor and leave the subscribe button waiting at the altar of y'all's wedding day, that would be great. Thank you. I am Fasa the Silver Chimera, and I will see all of you beautiful monsters next time.